Hello all and welcome back to the United States Cup B stream. Here with our first match of this very stacked Sunday evening. We're going to be seeing Alabama versus Nevada. A little bit of PC issues going to cause a little bit of a delay in this matchup, but happy to be back with it. Alabama rocking a 3-man roster this time. Uh, Unfortunately, Solar is not going to be present for this matchup. But Nevada, with a very strong full roster, failing to crash the castle as it was against Stateless in their last matchup, a 5-3 affair. And Alabama looking to get their one in this one, unfortunately being on the opposite end of a very dominant Florida performance in their first matchup. I am Hubba. I'll be solo commentating this matchup. And excited to see where this one goes. A little bit of different strategies for each of these teams. Nevada may be a little bit underseeded, having a very strong lead mechanics player here in Champ with their recent 950 scores and pop up, becoming a little bit of a bigger name in the space. Right, what he does instead of the PT pick, but we are in our warm-ups and Alabama picking Alabama once more. Just guys there. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Hopefully the audio fixes itself. I hope it's not on my end. I am rocking a new microphone, but shouldn't be on my end. Yeah, some exciting times in the general chat before this matchup. Awaiting Glyph fixing their PC. Everybody, chill your pair data, all trying to troubleshoot the issues, and it ended up being a CPU cooler reinstallation that solved the problem, which nobody expected to work. But happy, happy that it turned out well for them, and we do get to see this matchup. Glyph not going to be appearing for this warm up makes a lot of sense. Probably needs to warm up after the stress of that whole debacle. Your whole PC falls over. You're going to be a little bit nervous about that. This is my first time seeing this warm up, and I really like that elephant slider. Another carry performance. GCF seeing the warm up once again. Good on him. I don't know if Nevada posted up a warm up. Yep, they don't have a warm up, so we're gonna be hopping right into our rolls. Seems that Nevada won the roll. Trying to figure out the pick ban order right now. That is a pretty exciting tidbit from chat. Nevada has yet to win a match since 2021. This Nevada roster, a bit of a revitalization for the team. And at least on paper, Alabama with only a 3-man roster, Nevada should be completely fine here, getting their first pickup in that time. But we're going to have to see if Alabama can clutch up with their 3-man roster. They are going to be opting for second ban, making Nevada ban first, and they're going to be banning Nomad 2. I feel like that's going to be a very common ban in this, in these matchups to come. One of the more awkward Nomad picks available. Okay, DT2 also going to be out. That one is going to be the very short speed, stamina focused DT2. Also the one of two 10.3 maps in this pool. The other one being the very high BPM aim DT1. Almost 300 BPM aim in that one, kind of adjacent to an alt map at such a high BPM for these players. But those are the two bans in. Nomad 2, DT2 gonna be gone. And for Nevada, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You ban one DT2, you gotta point out what is different about that map. You see 10.3, you see high BPM, DT1 is both of those things, opt into it. Makes a lot of sense, especially with Champ, this big, airy player on the high skill cap double time. And for our rosters here, no surprise, Champ and Beaver going to be in the DT specialist for Nevada. Doggy filling out the third spot, just very well-rounded in the mechanics department, and we await Glyph to enter the lobby, the third player for the Alabama team of the 3 players available to them, Frost Cage, Juicy, and Glyph. Juicy should be pretty strong on this one, as he was for every map in their last matchup, FCing almost every single one that came up. Juicy being the big carry player for this Alabama team and their entryway to points in this matchup, I would imagine. And that Nomad 2 ban making a lot of sense as well. They know that Frost Cage is going to be in the lobby. Frost Cage, a bit of a tech specialist, so that pick being gone for Alabama is really unfortunate. Good luck, have fun, and we're going to be hopping into our first map of the matchup. This is going to be Nevada's DT1, and it on paper should be a very strong one for them. All eyes on Juicy and Champ, the big mechanics players for these teams. A lot of ACK hiccups early on the Alabama side, not too surprising on paper. After that DT2 ban, this is the next best thing and very tricky. Already we're seeing 100k lead just off of the back of accuracies. We are going to be seeing one break for Doggy, one break for Frost Cage, but recoveries on everyone now. High BPM burst and that double break for Alabama. 1/3 in and double the score for Nevada. Already maybe sealing the deal here. Juicy holding on to the singular FC for that side. A very short map, almost just a little bit over 1 minute. And 95 AC on Juicy. He needs all three players on Nevada to break a lot and him to hold on to the FC, which just seems in maps in general, you see modern fangen very like tech control alt oriented, and this one pretty simple air rate mechanics. Not a whole ton of reading in this one. It is air rate, so those low AR readers are going to be hopping into the lobby. You do see Spyrosh currently on the Alabama side, needs to move in the right spot, swap out with Glyph, but Spyrosh, the standout Nevada reading player for these hidden picks. Orangoose and Doggy mainstays on anything not DT. Spyrosh getting water before match. Does good, man. Spyrosh is returning, switching to his side, waiting for Glyph to enter that third spot in Alabama, and we're going to get underway with this hidden 2 counter pick from Alabama. Yeah, and this one is going to be maybe a bit of a 1v1 situation. Frost Cage should be able to fill the skill set quite nicely. Juicy, the all-rounder big carry for this Alabama team, should do fine on it. Uh, Glyph gonna be having a bit of struggles third manning this roster for Alabama, but most eyes will be on Spyrosh and Juicy in terms of the big carries for this map. Nevada maybe having a bit of third man issues of their own on these hidden picks. No real hidden specialists other than the Spyrosh. We're gonna have to see if that bodes well for this Alabama roster, but Glyph will be taking the first break, not traded by anyone yet. And there is the trade there. Orange Juice going to be breaking a little bit earlier. Glyph trading, though, and 50k score difference in the early goings. This dude off the back of these big accuracies that just get felled. Orange Juice and Spyrosh with big breaks, and Doggy going to be filling out it well. Juicy, it's just Frost Cage holding on to any semblance of combo now. Everyone breaking on this big flow aim patterns. Frost Cage the final one to break, but not before doing some big damage. 70k on his side. Doing what he needs to do, and the only player other than Spyrosh, the other big hidden man, holding on 99% still. But Glyph keeps on breaking, and now these recovery combos are on the side of Nevada just because of the third man. All three of them with 250 combo now, and Juicy with recovery of their own, but Glyph just having a hard time bringing it back. Spyrosh trades, but more breaks and more potential score being lost out for this Alabama team. It's only 20k of difference, but those big breaks and Frost Cage breaking there might just seal it. It's so close. Oh my god, 6k of difference. Alabama almost getting their first point on the board there with their first pick. Unfortunately, just not having the full roster to do so. Very strong team scores on each side. 500k on Doggy and Spyrosh, 600k on Juicy and Frost Cage. Just the third man on these rosters having a bit of a harder time, and Nevada able to take that one. Oh, and Fremont too is going to be the pick for the Blue State once more. They're going to be going for the Tengaku Fremont 2. A little bit of tapping in this one. All the bursts are stacked, so can be double tap. Most of the focus is going to be on the higher BPM aim, 230 for the players. Interested to see our mod rosters here. Probably going to be Juicy, Hard Rock, Frost Cage hidden just based off of their performances prior. Maybe Glyph, Hard Rock even. But Beaver going to be hopping in the lobby. Spyrosh staying in. Orange Juice probably on the no mod, big no mod consistency player for the team. Beaver probably going to be in this one just due to the tapping speed element. Other players on their consistency roster a little bit down. And Glyph going to be hopping back in after checking out the map, and all players getting ready, picking their mods. All players are in and on the money with our mod combos here. Frost Cage, Spyrosh, Hidden, Juicy, Beaver, Hard Rock. No overmodding for each side. Gonna be Glyph and Orangoose for the no mod side. And this one may be favoring Alabama even. I wouldn't say favoring, but it does give them a bigger chance. Glyph being the speed player for this Alabama team on the higher BPM pick should in theory bode well for them, at least on paper, in comparison to these other picks. But Frostgate can be taking that first break on this longer map, a little bit of a lead for Nevada. They were going. It is traded by Beaver onto Hard Rock, who Hard Rock players having a little bit of axe struggles on both sides, a little bit of a score flicker as we await more breaks come in. Frostcage unfortunately going to be the one. And some more breaks on the Nevada side. Orange Juice, Spyrosh breaking their full combos. Juicy, the only full combo left on the Hard Rock of all mods. Glyph having a bit of struggles on the combo side as well, but Frostcage recovering nicely with a 20k score lead for them in our first quarter of map down. Big triple recovery for Nevada though. And that immediately goes down with Spyrosh and Orange Juice. It's just these Hard Rock combos being the big ones to stay. Frostcage with the recovery to match Beaver, and it is the Juicy show on the Alabama side. Oh, the slider break! That's so unfortunate. Now it's just Frostcage versus Beaver. There's a little bit of recovery on Orange Juice and Spyrosh, but not enough to recover this 80k thus far. They will need this Frostcage break to fully come back here. Especially as Juicy and Glyph will presumably be building up a very unfortunate slider break for Juicy, maybe throwing him off though. As both of those players continue to break, Beaver and Orange Juice trade it, and Beaver being the big combo. What is that slider break, Frostcage? No! It's only Spyrosh now! Granted, on a much smaller potential score and combo, but these breaks on each side are so unfortunate. Just these random sliders, maybe not expecting some of the ticks, or like over-aiming due to nerves, but this is not looking good for Alabama as they find more breaks and lack any sort of combo right now. Wait, Spyrosh was... Oh my god, it's just Spyrosh and Orange Juice. Oh my goodness. And more breaks for Beaver gonna be slowing down the comeback for the Nevada side. 600 combo and growing for Spyrosh. The lead is only 70k now. Big jumps and Juicy breaking is going to pick things up. It's so close. Frostcage, the big combo. It's just Glyph for Alabama, and that's not who you want to see holding. And it switches back over. Spyrosh breaks Orange Juice. It's so close again, only a couple thousand, another Spyrosh slider break. But the combos is on Orange Juice and Glyph, the no-mod players. And that break from Frostcage, is not going to be helping things for Alabama, who are trying to get their first point on the board here. Beaver holding on to their Hard Rock combo as well as Juicy. It's so close, the next break will decide it. And there won't be another break. It will be a 30k lead for Nevada on their third pick of this match. But again, so close. These score lines are so close. Much closer than you would ever expect. After that DT1 triple FC, like, this is just such a close matchup. But Nevada doing what they need to do. And single-digit miscounts across the board. Actually, 4 misses for every player on Alabama. Just unfortunate placements of those misses in a very close match. And now it's up to Alabama to find their next pick here. They do need to continue picking some of the weirder stuff, I feel. This Nevada team, very open to the mechanic picks, having a very well-rounded Hard Rock roster, as well as the weird double time 3 still being a bit on the table if some of these Alabama players are speed gapped, missing their third player Solar in this matchup. I would not be surprised to see them opt into one of the more awkward no-mod picks, the no-mod 3, the no-mod 5. No-mod 2 was banned, so that won't be an option for them, unfortunately, but figuring out their next pick here. BT3, they are going to make it dirty. This one is going to be a very awkward pick in the scheme of this pool. It's going to be some CS6 gens tapping from 2009. A 20k map ID in this one. Plenty of overlaps, awkward sliders, awkward rhythm, the 255 BPM tapping requirement, making their speed players have a little bit more on the plate than it would seem. Glyph going to be re-entering the lobby. We are waiting to see Nevada's third player. I would not be surprised to see perhaps Fever in for this one, and there he is. All 6 players in the lobby excited to play some Crystal Lattice. Alabama looking to get their first point on the board here against this very strong Nevada team after their struggles against Florida last weekend. This would be their first point in the series if they are able to do it. I do agree, Diggy. This Castle Crashers collab is pretty cool. Juicy trying to play Tengaku a little bit more. Run it back. Yeah, and you're already seeing the awkward patterns here and the big note lock on some of these Alabama players. And the fast sliders now. Nobody holding combo except for Orange Juice. The only one making it out of the trenches there, a little bit less unscathed than the others, and the reason why they have a 100k score lead now, a third into the map already. Very short one. 2009 gens mapping is just demon mode, and we're seeing the difference just a little bit of combo can make on a map this difficult. Big triple section, everyone breaks except for Frost Cage, of all players, actually able to hold on. A bit of a surprising pull for this Alabama team, and it immediately switches back over with the chain misses and act drops. Frost Cage, oh, the unfortunate single tap miss there, but Juicy able to pick up the slap with the little bit of extra combo on him. Just a little bit of map remaining now, and 100k difference. I believe it might be Alabama's first win of this series of the tournament. A little bit of a break for Glyph, shouldn't be too big of a deal. Actually, it's close, but there it goes. Alabama getting their first point on the board. They're opening into this matchup. A dominant one miss from Frost Cage there. Big showing from him. And now we await Nevada's next pick. They do have plenty of more standard maps in this pool that would favor them. They do have a free mod 3, which it's just aim farm. It's 6.8 star aim farm. What are you gonna do? You do have the Hard Rock 1 Future Candy, a classic map. Everyone's pretty much played that one. If they're looking to hop in their Hard Rock roster. They only need 2 more picks to close this one out. And I would imagine some mechanical aim would be the picks to do it on. But up for them to pick as we await. Glyph gonna be hopping out the lobby, continuing to warm up. Been getting stronger as the matches progress. Always good to see after such a crazy mishap from them. Their PC falling over, having to reinstall their CPU, delaying the match by 30 minutes, but still in it to win it. Beaver's gonna be hopping in the lobby, which would make me believe that with Spyrosh staying in, they are going to be picking the free mod. Yeah, their Hard Rock player, their hidden player, and Orange Juice going to be remaining on the no mod there. This one going to be a bit of a snap. It's sort of an alt pick. It's more snap like aim though. You have a lot of these big like kick sliders, like bigger than you would expect, high velocity sliders that you gotta expect. Otherwise, you're gonna be dropping so much accuracy. Not the free mod I was expecting from them, but something that could remain a strong pick. Lots of control necessary for a map like this that perhaps this Alabama roster may lack.
Como ele baba, oi baba baby nessa raba, oi baba baby baba, oi dá close nessa raba, oi baba baby baba, oi baba baby, ninguém manda nessa raba.
Just awaiting Glyph to hop back in the lobby so we can get back into this one. Big banger of a pick, this free mod one. Shoutouts to Brazil. Eu vou fazer que nem eu fiz com outro. Se quando danço te incomoda, amor, eu acho é pouco. Ai, que ranço. Deixa eu te lembrar que eu não sou obrigada a nada. Ninguém manda nessa raba. Uma bunda dessa não nasceu pra ser mandada. Ninguém manda nessa raba. Deixa eu te lembrar que eu não sou obrigada a nada. Ninguém. Everyone's in the lobby. A little bit of a mod switch up here, actually. Glyph gonna be opting for the hidden here. A little bit more comfortable than on the Tengaku, I suppose. Frost Cage, no mod makes a lot of sense. This one having some mild tech elements, and he should be very comfortable on it. Still holding onto the SS alongside the other no mod player, Orange Juice. And there's those big sliders, and there's only going to be more of them as we head into the speed up here. And the first break going to be coming up for Spyrosh, going to be giving Alabama an early lead. And more breaks coming up from actually Orange Juice also matching it as all three players on the Alabama side holding onto their FCs to this point. Beaver, only one with combo, double break for Nevada again. And Glyph, the only one on that corner slider. Just an unfortunate break for them, but it will be giving them a 100k lead in the first half here. And that slider break for Beaver on the kick slider. There's been so many shit misses in this matchup, man. Oh my goodness. But Frostcage and Juicy holding on to their FCs. Accuracy be damned for Juicy. Hard Rock FC, plenty of score for him. Frostcage with this 300k and climbing now, as they may take this breakpoint. Definitely on track to do so now on this final third of the map. Almost 300k score lead for them. A little bit of a mispick for this Nevada team. We would expect like a more straightforward thing out of them, like the Fremont 3, and seeing lots of perhaps more struggle than they would have expected off of a pick like this, as Frostcage and Juicy still holding on to the big double FC. There's no way he FCs with Hard Rock with this accuracy. That's insane. Juicy might be the greatest player of all time. That's so crazy. Oh, the slider break coming out for him, but not before doing so much damage and almost 1.8 million team score by the time this one's over. An 800k lead off the back of a Nevada pick. That breakpoint is going to be a huge opening for this Alabama team after taking that DT3. And momentum is on their side with this next pick coming through, doing what they needed to do. And after something like that, you would expect, like you see a no-mod performance like that off of Frostcage, you would want to opt into those higher performances. Juicy also pretty strong on them. I wouldn't be surprised to see the no-mod pool now. The DT3 did make sense. It's just a bit of a dirtier map, a bit of a harder one to grasp. And the big breaks from Nevada during that match is what gave Alabama the point there. But gonna have to see what they opt for. Nomad 3 a bit more on the rhythm side. Nomad 5 more control oriented. 150 BPM ult. And once again, Alabama using this time to practice pool after the hardships earlier. Not a problem from them. Just awaiting what they go for here. Handful of options on the table. Backs against the wall here. But making this match exciting. HR1? I consider me shocked. I thought this would be a Nevada pick through and through. I mean, they know what they're doing, but it is going to be Hard Rock 1. It's going to be Future Candy. Some mild tech, some based jumps, not too big of a tapping requirement, but there will be flowing in this one. In comparison to the more pure aim Hard Rock 2 that's available. I mean, after a Hard Rock performance like that from Juicy, you would imagine that a carry performance is possible for him. A map like this, one of the more difficult in this pool, I believe. But Nevada just has such a strong Hard Rock roster in this Beaver, Doggy, Orange Juice trio that they do have to match now. All players in now, getting their practice in beforehand. Glyph, Frost Cage, Juicy, the big Alabama 3 against Beaver Doggy and Orange Juice now. Nevada only needing one more pick to bring this to match point. And Alabama looking to keep up their momentum after the big DT3 win and Free Mud 1 breakpoint. Some mild ACK hiccups, perhaps offset needed for some of these Alabama players. Going to be giving Nevada a little bit of an early going. Oh, a couple misses off Juicy there. This is one of the longer maps, but 60k this early is not ideal with the triple break from Alabama. Beaver will be trading it. Big sliders coming through in this early section. And some more breaks from Juicy, not boding well. The big carry player for the team, breaking the most is not ideal. Only 100k of a score difference right now, though. Doggy and Orange Juice holding onto combo, just not with the most efficient accuracy, but it's looking mighty better than what Alabama is putting to the table right now. And 120k for the Nevada side. One-third in, and Orange Juice Doggy still holding on to their FCs. In theory, it is their match to lose. Big snap slider section, though. Off the back of that Free Mud 1, might get dicey. Big recoveries for Alabama, but it breaks. Frost Cage is down. Will Orange Juice and Doggy hold through? Vertical section now. Space triples. Orange Juice goes down. Beaver's already down. Doggy goes down. It's Glyph and Juicy now, and they have to come back. Only Glyph. Space triple, and it's down. Unfortunate timing on those breaks, and 100k score lead will be remaining on the Nevada side. And they just need a big fall apart from Nevada now. All three of the players on the Alabama side need to hold for this to be comebackable. And with these breaks from Beaver, it will actually be a little bit of an opening for them after everyone died on that last section. But the big cut quads coming through. Who can break it? Doggy breaks first. Traded by Frost Cage, but that is not the big score that they need. It's Glyph and Juicy holding onto the combo. Doggy goes down. It's Orange Juice. Only 10k divides them now. It's up to Glyph the last minute, but down they go. The big jumps there. Unfortunately, not able to keep up the momentum. Nevada will be going to a match point. And it will be their pick next, which does not bode well. Just this strong Hard Rock roster on the Nevada side, not fully anticipated by the Alabama team. A plenty fine score with the 1.1 million, but can't match the 1.3 that they pulled through with. And that big S rank for Orange Juice, gonna be the story there. The consistency player for Nevada, doing what he does best. Alabama to bring this one back needs to win Nevada's next pick, their last pick, and Alabama's own pick, to bring this to a potential tiebreaker if needed. And on the Nevada side here, the Free Mud 3 still an open option that I would imagine they could opt into. Plenty of strong aim players on the team. Champ also a valid member, performing on that DT1 would make sense if he came back in for a Free Mud 3 like this. Just big jumps. Nomad 1 as well. A little bit of a speed, stamina vibe. 216 BPM, not as high as other picks played, but Juicy being the lobby hold for Alabama here as the other two players practice what the potential picks are going to be, and they opt for no mod 4. It is going to be long stream practice map. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do they have the stamina for it? Unfortunately, they waited until the very last moment to do what is almost a guaranteed skill cap pick if you do not have the stamina for 180 BPM 1000 note stream. And Alabama going to be scrambling to get their tapping in check with this final map here. Frostcage going to be back in the lobby early, actually. Aerodite remaining on the Nevada lobby. Will he actually be playing this pick? The captain for the team has yet to play a map, I believe. We'll be excited to see him hop in for this one if needed. Beaver going to be filling out the third spot. Orange Juice remains. I don't know if it's just on the Discord side, but having a little bit of sound issues. There we go, fixed itself. But all players in the lobby, good luck, have fun in the chat, and who can stream 180? Will Alabama stream it better than Nevada to bring this match back? Yeah, it does seem that Aerodite's going to be remaining in the lobby. Going to be seeing him in for this one. His first pick played. Unfortunately, we do seem to have a dead client on our referee side. Leth waiting his client to come back. In the meantime, perhaps Alabama could go and warm up more? I don't know. Just waiting for Leth to come back. Not the first time something like this has happened in a USC match this year, unfortunately, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. Actually, Leth is restarting their computer, so it may be a minute. We may be having backup. Streamer might start the map. Oh no. Dada, our savior, our goat. We just need to start the map. We just need to start the 180 BPM stream. Who can hit the 180 BPM stream? Nope, Leth is back. We're back. Surely. I'm a believer. We're gonna see if this has any effect on performances of any of these players. just awaiting the return of the ref. Unfortunately, they didn't pick a more interesting map, so I don't have too much to talk about here. It's just the big stamina check. But Vleth returns, and in we go. 180 BPM long stream practice map, Neurotoxin. Who can hit it? Who can have the best act? Erudite is in here, so I'm assuming he can hit it. Just all eyes on our early act droppers here. It's going to be Fever with a handful of 100s. Nobody else matching yet. Frost Cage with the 1. A little bit of a score flicker here as we don't see any other act drops in the early goings. This is a crazy map to commentate. Beaver with a little bit of an aim hiccup, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. Act drop for Glyph is going to be giving Nevada the early lead. As we finish out the first quarter, there's no breaks in this map. It is just the stream. So, having a look at the UR bars here as well. This is OD6. So it's only going to be the big hiccups that matter, but the big hiccup is going to come on the side of Beaver once more, giving the lead back to Alabama. No full combo breaks yet, as a full combo break might just seal the deal. But on the act side, Glyph and Frost Cage recovering nicely. Another 1 for Frost Cage, but still 99.8 from him, the 1x100 from Juicy. Erudite holding on to the SS as expected, coming into this map after not playing any other maps in the tournament to this point. Pulling through with the SS here for his team, and it's going to slide back. The big act drop for Frost Cage might just steal it, but it heads back over with the act drops on Beaver's side now. Oh no, Frost Cage's accuracy is stumbling, and the big first break is gonna come from him. Erudite still holding on to the SS, and 40k of lead now. Frost Cage's stamina will be hiccuping here, and that might just seal it. And the final quarter of the map, just the one man down is all it takes on a map like this. And Nevada will be closing out their first win since 2021. This is their first win. They win on this. That is incredible. And there it is. No SS for Erudite, but a 1x100 will do mighty fine for the Nevada side. And unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to, Alabama. Taking 2 points on a 3-man roster like this, they should be proud of their performance, despite the hardships that came with it. A slightly delayed match was all it took. And Nevada going to be moving on, getting their first dub in a long time due to extraneous circumstances. We do have a matchup happening on our A stream that we're going to send you to after this. It will be... one moment. It's going to be Florida versus Stateless happening on the A stream. We're going to be sending you over there shortly. But congratulations to Nevada pulling through with their first dub in a number of years. And Alabama, we will be seeing you next year. Currently on our Florida v Stateless, Seed 3 versus Seed 14. It's going to be a 2-0 affair in the early goings. Sending you over there, and have a good one, guys.